This video is going to be for people who are wanting to install a liquid cooling system on their PC without actually investing in a full $200 do-it-yourself kit. What we're going to be doing is installing a modular liquid cooling system by Swiftech, which is also an expandable system. It can be either an all-in-one, or you can expand it to your GPU or your south bridge, north bridge. So what we're going to do is install a liquid cooling pad, locking pad, and in conjunction with the CPU cooler. We're going to put on a cooler here and VRM heatsinks. The thermal padding, you don't want to use thermal paste on the VRMs because when you use paste, a lot of paste is conductive, and if it spills over on little metal things that stick around, you can short out your VRMs. Really, a thermal pad would be best to increase the surface area and the heat transfer. Just unplug the 4-pin connector. The release hatch opening the shuttle bay doors. And this little flippy thing over here. You want to pull straight up very carefully.
Time to clean this.
All this dried thermal paste you want to clean off with an alcohol wipe.
Do a thorough job.
Make sure your case can support the size of the radiator. It's 140 millimeters.
Here are the Swiftech parts laid out on the table. I can't wait to see how cool this PC will run. Look at the size of this fan. I am moving the liquid that came in the Swiftech cooler so I don't make a mess while I add on a heat block for the VRMs.
It's actually really clean.
Now we take apart the existing tubing so I can add more tubing for the VRM heat block. I push the tube on just like so. Now I tighten the clamp. I am making sure this is nice and tight. Now I connect the tubing to the VRM heat block. This looks beautiful. This is going to keep the VRMs frosty. Doing a dry run, and it's going to fit perfectly.
Thermal pad that Coolants gives you is a 2.0 approximately watts per meter Kelvin. The thermal pad I'm going to be using is an 11 watts per meter Kelvin, so it has a much better heat transfer rating.
Spreading out the heat transfer paste, I'm trying to get a thin, even coat across the entire heat block. Time to screw the heat block onto the heat plate.
There you go. It doesn't have to be too tight. It's just gotta be the other one on this side.
So I guess that make it like that so it can be adjustable, kind of?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go up here.
This plate has adjustable clips on the end. This gives you plenty of leeway to connect to your screw stands on the motherboard. These screw stands go through your motherboard and give the heat block something solid to clamp or screw onto. I need to remove the existing heatsink mount so I can add the new Swiftech mount. Now it's time to refill the Swiftech cooler and install this thing of beauty.
And always remember, before you ever apply a thermal paste compound to your heatsink, your heat block, and your CPU, to wipe it with an alcohol prep pad to get all the oils off.
Add a small amount of paste to the CPU, spread it out evenly, and then place the new Swiftech heat block onto the CPU.
Try not to go too much. Yeah, you want to tighten them in a rotating fashion just to ensure that the integrity of pressure applied to the components in which we are providing an enhanced cooling operation to is not too collateral to a something.
You want it to go down even in English.
Time for the heat transfer tape.
That is a really handy thing about this Swiftech is the little thingies can turn.
Omnidirectional.
Yeah, omnidirectional. All right, sweet. Alright, now this is where the part where we put a PWM fan splitter that came with Swiftech. What this is supposed to be for is the pump and the fan. Now the red one is the master PWM switch. All the other ones are going to be the slave ones that follow this one. And this is what's going to synchronize the pump with the fan. What we have here is the pump goes into the channel 1, the master switch. That's the one that had the red cap. And then the fan goes in the second one, and we're plugging in the LED 3-pin plug into the third. 3 for 3. Get it? See.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah!